Galnet News Update, 27th of April 3309. Remote-controlled probes have successfully penetrated to the heart of Maelstrom Taranis, but they've failed to return any data about what they encountered. Aegis's Professor Alba Tesreau explained that the probes were used to test the agency's prototype pulse neutralizers, which were developed with input from engineers Ishmael Palin and Ram Tar. The engineers' research into unclassified relics, which are created using Guardian technology at Thargoid surface sites, allowed them to enhance Elvira Martuk's shutdown field neutralizer to repulse the huge energy wave emitted by the maelstroms when an intruder gets close to the centre. Using the pulse neutralizers, the probes successfully passed through the energy field and are believed to have arrived at or very close to the core of the maelstrom before contact was abruptly lost. Tesreau said that it was likely that only manned vessels will be able to negotiate the unknown threats that lie beyond the energy pulse. Admiral Aidan Tanner has already fitted the device to a full-size spacecraft, which has been tested in combat against Thargoids, but which has not yet been taken into a maelstrom. He described how the device is used in exactly the same way as a shutdown field neutralizer, but that its greater mass and power draw will probably mean that it's best suited for work carried out within the maelstrom. Aegis is working on a production schedule for the Thargoid pulse neutralizer, and hopes to have more details to share within the next few days. It's unclear whether there'll be a community initiative to set up production, and if so, whether those who take part will be granted early access to the technology. It's also unclear how the modules will be sold. If they're made available through tech brokers, for example, what materials may be needed. It's also unclear whether commanders will be expected to bring their own unclassified relics in order to buy the module. Aegis appears to be keen to make the module available as widely as possible, so it's likely that they'll keep the bar to entry into the Pulse Neutralizer Owners Club as low as they can manage. Emperor Arissa Lavigny-Duval has condemned the Imperial forces that attacked and destroyed a federal convoy taking supplies to the Thargoid front line near Maelstrom Ligong, and has demanded an immediate cessation of the war in Pitchich. The conflict in the federal system of Pitchich broke out following false claims that the assassination of a Cain Massey top executive was sponsored by the Empire. Thousands of lives on both sides have been lost, but it's the disruption to supplies for those fighting against the Thargoid invasion that seems to have most upset the Emperor. Those fighting for the Gliese 44 Citizens Forum attacked and destroyed a supply convoy, apparently mistaking it for a local resupply effort within Pitchich. She's commanded an immediate ceasefire, and President Hudson has responded in kind, instructing the Galuja exchange to put down their weapons and to negotiate a peaceful resolution. The week-long skirmish has impacted on humanity's attempts to turn back the Thargoids, but now the Emperor and the President have intervened, we must hope that common sense and a sense of solidarity against a common enemy will prevail.